This is a very special time for Emily Carr, because 150 years ago tomorrow, on December the 13th, 1871, she was born here in Victoria. So a little bit of a fuss is being made about her this year, might be more than other years, but the Old Cemetery Society, for years and years, has made this grave the final one on our final tour of the season, to carry on a family tradition that Emily and her sisters had started back in the 1880s. This is the family plot. The senior Carrs are here, Richard and Emily Carr, Emily's parents, and her brothers and sisters, or most of her brothers and sisters, are buried here as well. So, just a couple of readings in honor of Emily's birthday tomorrow. I'm going to read her own words about that special day. Nurse Randall has told me of my first birthday. I was born during a mid-December snowstorm. The north wind howled and bit. Contrary from the start, I kept the family in suspense all day. A row of sparrows, puffed with cold, sat on the rail of the balcony outside Mother's window, bracing themselves against the danger of being blown into the drifted snow piled against the window. Icicles hung, wind moaned, I dallied. At 3 in the morning, I sent Father plowing on foot through knee-deep snow to fetch Nurse Randall. I never did feel that it was necessary to apologize to my father for being late. It made variety for him, seeing that he always got his way in everything. When Father commanded, everybody ran. So, of course, she didn't remember this. She was only reporting later, many years later, what had been told to her. But as we finish up, I'm going to read something else from hundreds and thousands, her journals were published after her death. She kept a journal through much of her later life. And here are some excerpts from December the 25th, 1933. And at that time, her other sisters and brother and parents had died. It was just Emily, Alice, and Lizzie Carr. And she had spent Christmas with those two other sisters. That's over. We've turkeyed and mince-pied and exchanged gifts and feasted each other and kissed all round and received mail sacks of letters. She goes on to say that Alice and Lizzie had charitied and Sunday school treated and heard services radioed from Bethlehem and admired church decorations, while I, writes Emily, single-handedly cleaned and stuffed turkey, made ginger beer and candy and pie and cemetery wreaths, and done the menial family jobs. And now it can't happen again for 12 whole months, and I'm mighty glad. So, the family would come with wreaths that they had made with holly from their property in James Bay. Coming on the streetcar, well, there are no family members left in Victoria, so the Old Cemetery Society has taken this on ourselves. And see, some people have placed a small offering of holly right here. Do we have another wreath? Okay. Okay, my grandkids, Oak and Camus, will bring it out. Oh, there's a card. Okay, here. Great. Okay. Now, what I'm going to suggest is that you put it right here on this hook. That's it. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. We are finding a huge number of small offerings on this grave all the time in recent years, but it looks like perhaps because of the occasion. Oh, wow. 150th birthday. Licorice all sorts. And other treasures as well. And here's one. Emily Carr, 150 years and all seasons. Haiku for Emily Carr on her 150th birthday. Monkey on shoulder, you gaze at inner harbor, unmoving in all weathers, Here I sit, content, pad, monkey, harbor view, no problem, I'm bronzed. And it's the statue of Emily that was placed in front of the Empress Hotel not that many years ago. I'm not sure. It's not signed, but we'll put it back. You might have a closer look at some of these things later on. So this is our final stop on our final tour, and members of the Old Cemetery Society will receive information about our tours coming up. I believe that February the 20th will be the first one of the new year. Oh, wonderful. And I'm certainly glad you had a chance to come today, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and maybe come on future tours.
So I'd like to thank you on behalf of the